There are 3 mistakes that copywriters almost always make, especially beginning copywriters. I'm going to tell you all about them today and how to avoid them. I'm Benson, and this is Sales Copy Secrets. Mistake number 1 is overwriting. Writing too much. It's like trying too hard at a date. No one's going to be impressed by it, and it will crush your chances to, well, you know what I'm talking about, you little horn dog. Okay, you want to write super simple. Use an app like Hemingway, for example. Run your copy through that 5th grade reading level stuff. You're going to want to trim each sentence down as much as possible. Let me give you an example. If you say, if you really want to finally lose weight and end up feeling better than you have in years, then you really need to watch this video. That becomes something like this. To finally lose weight and feel better than you have in years, watch this video. Notice how simple that is. Get to the point as quickly as you can. You're not being paid for words by the word, even if you are, okay? The second mistake is under editing. I want you to tattoo this on your forehead. Wait, don't tattoo it on your forehead. Too many people took me too seriously on that comment. Now we end up with this. Don't do that. But still, take this to heart. Copywriting is rewriting. Copywriting is rewriting. Think of everything that you write as a first draft. I want you to reread it on a different device, like reread it on your iPhone. I write on my desktop, I check on my iPhone, and I edit on my iPhone. Now, I'm not talking about grammar checking, okay? It's not about grammar. Grammar's not where it's at. I'm talking about trimming things down, making a super concise, super tight thing going on so that you get to the point quickly. Now, I never send out a draft of anything, my first draft, rarely if ever. Certainly not a long thing like a VSL, maybe an email, but even then you should reread it. Copywriting is rewriting. If you just focus on that, making everything as simple as humanly possible, you will become a much better copywriter much faster. And finally, the third thing is missing the one big idea. You know, if you just do this one thing, your copy will improve, but miss this one thing and every other step is pretty much meaningless. There should always be one thing and only one idea that the reader can take away. One central point, the point behind the point. For example, a big idea that Benson, my AI copywriting app, helped create for one of our 10-figure copywriting clients in the golf space was this. The golf ball is a threat. How we evolved as a species, we tend to view anything we have to hit as a threat, so subconsciously we tense up and we can't control things. And that's why your swing is way off, because your subconscious mind is messing with you, man. It's tensing up muscles that you don't even know exist because it thinks that little white thing is a threat. And there's only one fix for it. It's this cool little swing technique. You see how that big problem changes everything? It changes how you even perceive the game of golf. They use it in ads and VSLs and emails, everything. And this is what beginners often overlook, the importance of a really good big idea or central theme that threads throughout their emails or campaigns, their letters, whatever. But let me put it to you this way. If you nail the hook, you own the client. You could deliver a single big idea or hook that your client falls in love with, and you have a client for years, man. And that's what I want you to have. I want you to have clients for as long as you want them. And hey, if you can't come up with a really great big idea, at least focus on one problem or one fix to the solution. Focus on one idea that your reader can take home, that your prospect can take home and apply it to their problem. Now, listen, I'm giving you 3 things in this very video. So I'm not focusing on one thing, but did you notice what I did even here? Let me reread this sentence in case you missed it. If you just do this one thing, your copy will improve, but miss this one thing and everything else becomes meaningless. Remember that? So even when I have to talk about more than one thing, which this is not copy, this is a video, I still pull out the important thing and frame it just like I'm showing you. I'm teaching copy, believe you me, even if I'm just teaching copy. This works. Now, I want you to check out Benson below if you haven't already. It's my copywriting app that will help you avoid all 3 of these mistakes, plus give you all the ideas that you need to create this really juicy copy. Link is in the description below.